Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this week's edition of Blazers Inside Access. I'm Kirk McDonald. We're joined by special guest, offensive coordinator Craig Bowman of the Belhaven football team. Coach, a great win for you guys this past Saturday, defeated Bluefield College 66-10, a record-setting day at HT Newell Field. The team went for 385 rushing yards. Can you tell us about that performance?
Yeah, Bluefield's a new program, but they've been getting better every week. We had a great week in preparation. I'll tell you, my hat's off to our offensive line. We had two backs over 100 yards and several backs with touchdowns, and that's just a tribute to our offensive line doing what they're supposed to do each time. Coach George does a great job with those guys day in, day out. They're one of our hardest working position groups, and when you can have several backs do what they did Saturday, that means the guys up front are doing their job.
What was it about the offensive line? Was it getting to the assignments, knowing the plays, and knowing where to block?
Absolutely. Bluefield is a very multiple-look defense. We actually saw some things Saturday that we've never seen before, including four linebackers stacked right behind each other. And our line went up there. Alex Kibbe, directed traffic, told them what they needed to do. They executed, and our backs trusted them and busted some holes and had some big gains.
Middle of the season is where we're at right now. Do you feel like this transition from the pass-oriented offense from last year to the run-oriented offense, do you feel like that's taken full hold now at this point?
Yeah, absolutely. I think there was a lot of growing pains, not just through summer camp, but even into our first few games. And, there was a lot of growing pains for me calling plays to the guys executing, kind of figuring out, what our best set is, where our best matchups are. And, I think in the past few weeks we've really kind of exploited, where the defense's weaknesses are and tried to take advantage of them.
Well, speaking of the offense, it did very well, but the defense played well also in that 66-10 win. Our C Spire Athlete of the Week this week was Justin Mims, 5 solo tackles, an interception, 2 pass breakups, and he took the interception back for a touchdown. What has been his impact on the defense and his performance, especially from this past Saturday?
Well, our defense gets it done every week. I can say that going back all the way to week 1, and Coach White does an unbelievable job over there, and they're very disciplined, and they're doing their job. And guys like Justin Mims are big time playmakers. He's got incredible speed, incredible athletic ability, and when you're going against guys like that, he's going to make big time plays. And when they make big time plays like that, it does nothing but help us on the offensive side. The defense making plays and Justin making plays like that sparks the offensive guys. It brings excitement to our sidelines, and we feed off of that.
Week 8 of the season already. It's hard to believe we're this far into the season now, the home stretch. We've still got a lot to play for. There's still a possibility at a Mid-South Conference West Division crown. Your first obstacle this week is going to be Lindsey Wilson, a very good football team. They've struggled a little bit record-wise this year, but it's their home turf. They're a good ball club. What are your thoughts going into this weekend?
Well, Lindsey Wilson is a tough Western Division opponent. Whether records, you can throw them out the window. Last year we went up there. Lindsey Wilson jumped on us pretty early, showed a lot of heart to fight back, and just couldn't finish the job. We have to go back there. We're actually going to leave a day early, and try and get up there, have a good practice walkthrough on Friday. Lindsey Wilson's very disciplined on defense. They don't do a lot of showy things like Bluefield. They're going to sit in a 3-4, and they just want to prevent the big plays. So our approach is, we're going to do what we do, and hopefully we're going to go up there and play fast and play focused and be ready for a road opponent that's going to be a hostile territory.
All right, Coach. Looking forward to this weekend. Go get them. Good luck.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
And here's a look at what else is going on around the world of Blazers athletics. Belhaven volleyball had another solid week this past week. They lost to Southern Wesleyan on Friday night, but then came back with a 3-0 shutout of Emmanuel on Saturday and picked up a huge Southern States Athletic Conference victory at home against Mobile on Tuesday night, 3-2. Here's Belhaven head coach Jordan Lay.
I mean, it's hard to describe what just happened, but the best way I can describe it is heart. I mean, this team has so much character, and for only having 11 girls, we have a lot of depth on our roster, and every single girl stepped up and played their role tonight, and they played it to the best of their abilities, regardless if they were on the court, off the court. My coaching staff was phenomenal tonight. Chad and Aaron stepped up huge, and were just very positive and encouraging with the girls. And throughout those sets and throughout each time out, it was just very important for us to be positive and motivating and not focus on the things that we were doing wrong. Just focusing on really what we were doing right and how to improve.
Volleyball has another important match scheduled for Saturday. It's Spring Hill College. They're receiving votes in the latest NAI Top 25 poll, and the Blazers will have them at home in Rugg Arena beginning at 1 o'clock on Belhaven's campus. Here's Coach Lay.
After the Spring Hill match the first time, we all kind of knew we didn't play our best. It was pretty evident, and the girls understood that, and they were actually the ones who told me, after the loss came to the locker room, and Coach, we didn't play very well tonight, but that's okay, because after tonight and going into Saturday, we have our confidence behind us. We have our swagger back, and we really have our Belhaven volleyball back. And the girls know that they're going to bring more of a fight, and I fully expect us again to come out with a win this Saturday. I don't expect it to be easy. I expect it to be a war and a battle, but again, I've said it before, and I'll say it 100 times. I will go to war and I will go to battle with my girls every single day.
The men's and women's cross-country teams both competed at the Choctaw Open this past Saturday. Chloe Brown was the top finisher for the women's team, finishing in 82nd place. And Thorburn McGee was the top finisher on the men's side for Belhaven. He finished 76th. The men's and women's cross-country teams will both be back in action this weekend in Hardyville, South Carolina at the Sandshark Cross Country Invitational. The women's soccer team split a pair of matches in Southern States Athletic Conference play this past weekend. They defeated Southern Wesleyan in double overtime 2-1 Ashley Harbor with both goals in that contest, and then fell to Truett McConnell on Saturday 6-2. Jordan Organ had both of Belhaven's goals in that match. Belhaven now will turn its attention to the University of Mobile on Saturday, another key Southern States Athletic Conference contest beginning at 5 p.m. at H.T. Newell Field. The men's soccer team also played at Southern Wesleyan and Truett McConnell this past weekend. The Blazers went to double overtime with the Warriors on Friday night and ended up in a 1-1 tie. Then Belhaven rebounded with a solid 5-1 victory over Truett McConnell on Saturday, as Victor France scored 2 of Belhaven's 5 goals in that one. Belhaven now 13-1-1 on the season, and now they'll meet up with the University of Mobile this Saturday at 7:30 at H.T. Newell Field. It'll be another big Southern States Athletic Conference matchup for the Blazers. This has been another edition of Blazers Inside Access. I'm Kirk McDonald. Thanks for joining us this week, and be sure and check out all the action from around Belhaven Athletics this weekend at H.T. Newell Field for soccer beginning at 5 o'clock and the volleyball team in action at 1 o'clock against Spring Hill. And if you can't make it to the stadium or Rugg Arena, follow all the action at blazers.belhaven.edu. This week's Belhaven football game will also be broadcast at our athletics website, blazers.belhaven.edu. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook at Belhaven Blazers. Until next week, have a great weekend.